I handed him the holiday you had arranged. He's earned it more than you. She mentioned it offhandedly about her colleague. I didn't say a thing. I waited until they headed to the airport. Packed up my belongings from our shared space and left for good. When they arrived at the terminal, they found out the bookings had all been voided. I'm 31, male, and had been dating Amanda, 29, for 4 years. We had created what seemed like a strong existence together. Joint apartment downtown, intertwined daily habits, future dreams that appeared genuine. I had recently settled the bill for an ideal getaway to Hawaii. Plane tickets, luxury resort, excursions, all sorted and listed under my name. Completely refundable up to 72 hours prior to takeoff. 2 weeks prior to our scheduled departure, Amanda glanced up from her screen at dinner and stated, with that sort of nonchalant harshness that chills you to the core, "I'm handing him the holiday you arranged. He's earned it more." She was referring to Derek, her office colleague, the man whose name had been slipping into nearly every discussion over the last 3 months. I remained totally silent. No arguments, no shouting, no inquiries. I simply nodded and continued with my meal. She appeared somewhat satisfied that I wasn't causing a fuss, as if my quietness meant agreement. In the following 13 days, I observed her exchanging messages endlessly with Derek, discussing wardrobes, exploring dining options in Maui, syncing their travel times to the airport. Each thrilled note she sent him felt like another spike in a casket she wasn't aware she was constructing. On the morning they departed for the airport, I began the most gratifying relocation of my life. 4 years is a substantial period in a relationship. Enough time to memorize their preferred coffee, their bathing habits, the precise inflection they use when deceiving. Amanda and I connected via common acquaintances at a summer rooftop gathering. She was in marketing, I was in IT advisory. Ordinary individuals, ordinary partnership, or so I believed. We cohabited after 18 months. The unit was originally mine, a 1-bedroom I'd rented for 3 years before she arrived with 2 bags and a grin. She contributed half the bills but never added her name to the agreement. It didn't seem significant back then. It felt simpler, fewer documents, reduced pressure on commitment. Derek came into the scene 6 months ago when Amanda's firm brought him on as a lead marketing planner. She brought him up in the initial week. Sharp, engaging, innovative ideas, the typical workplace admiration. Soon the references turned daily. Derek proposed a fresh campaign direction. Derek picked up pastries. Derek remained late to assist with her slideshow. I wasn't concerned initially. Professional bonds form. I had coworkers I dined with, discussed tasks with, even messaged now and then. But Amanda's mentions of Derek carried a unique vibe. There was enthusiasm in her tone, a buoyancy that once was mine alone. By the 3rd month, she was staying late 4 evenings weekly. Always alongside Derek, always for a deadline demanding additional effort. I avoided confrontation since I lacked evidence, only an instinct that things had altered. She began dressing sharper for the office, dedicating more time to cosmetics, purchasing fresh outfits. She display for me and inquire, "Is this overboard for work?" I'd reply it suited her, aiming to be encouraging, avoiding the possessive partner role. The getaway concept was my initiative. I figured perhaps a week apart, solely us, might restore balance. Rebuild connection away from job pressure, away from Derek's name in every chat. I scoured options for weeks, selected a Maui property with sea view accommodations, paired wellness treatments, underwater exploration trips. I reserved it all in February for a June flight. Invested nearly $6,000. Amanda appeared delighted when I shared it. She embraced me, noted it was precisely what we required, appreciated my consideration. I assumed I'd mended an issue. I was mistaken. March introduced a clear shift. Amanda ceased inquiring about my day, halted preparing our weekend meals together, stopped starting any intimacy. When I sought her hand while watching a film, she'd allow it, but her focus remained on her device. I realized she was messaging Derek as notification previews appeared. Office matters, she claimed if I looked. Always office matters, yet professional exchanges don't produce that kind of grin. Professional exchanges don't demand replies at 11:30 p.m. while beside your partner in bed. I began observing more closely, not invading privacy, merely noting patterns. Amanda followed a routine. She'd return around 7, occasionally later, always blaming congestion or an urgent discussion. She'd bathe right away, which was unusual. Previously, with Derek absent, she'd flop on the sofa first, vent about her day, unwind before freshening. Now the bath came first, as if rinsing away evidence. Then she'd prepare a portion of my prepared food, consume it while browsing her device, sometimes chuckling at a red item. When I asked the source of amusement, she'd claim a funny image or group thread, never displayed the display. The Hawaii arrangements were finalized by mid-April. I stored confirmations in a dedicated laptop folder. Boarding documents prepared, property booking with our details, activity reservations, vehicle hire secured. All under my name since I'd covered costs. My card, my email, my flight profile. Amanda was aware, as when I presented the schedule, she remarked, "You're so thorough, love, I'd have bungled it." It ranked among her final praises. I didn't know then it would prove the factor that protected me. 2 weeks prior to departure, I saw Amanda and Derek were now connected on Facebook. Their public exchanges were visible. She reacted positively to all his updates. He left remarks on her images with private references I didn't grasp. Recall the spill mishap. He posted beneath a shot of her at a cafe. She responded with laughing icons and "Can't believe you told the client that." I had no clue of the context. When I inquired later, she dismissed it. "You had to witness it," she stated, in a way that signaled exclusion. I sensed instability, yet lacked solid proof. Only an increasing unease that matters were severely off. Then arrived the evening meal. It was a Thursday, 13 days before takeoff. I'd prepared her preferred chicken stir-fry, seeking normalcy. We faced each other at our compact table, purchased jointly at IKEA 2 years prior. I was describing a work challenge, a system upgrade causing tension. Amanda browsed her device, partially attentive, nodding sporadically. Then she placed it aside, met my eyes with an odd serenity, and uttered the phrase that altered all. "I'm handing him the holiday you arranged. He's earned it more." I halted mid-sentence, utensil paused. Briefly, I wondered if I'd misheard, but she continued, relaxed, as if planning a casual outing. "Derek's been overwhelmed with the rollout. He requires a proper escape, and I feel our collaboration is so effective that dedicated time would help planning." She stopped, then noted, "You get it, don't you? You're always reasonable." I lowered my utensil deliberately, said nothing. My mind ran scenarios. The flights were under my name. The accommodation under my name, all refundable until the next Monday. I regarded Amanda, awaiting my reaction, perhaps anticipating a dispute she'd rehearsed counters for. Instead, I nodded. "All right," I murmured. Her expression flashed surprise, then ease. "I knew you'd understand," she replied, beaming. "You're wonderful." She resumed her device and messaged, likely Derek, likely sharing the update. I completed my meal quietly as Amanda prattled about property features, the underwater adventures she and Derek planned, the dining bookings I'd set that they intended to use. She spoke as if I were absent, like a coordinator who'd completed tasks and could be excused. As I rose to clean dishes, she brushed my arm. "Thanks for handling this maturely," she said. Mature. As if I were a kid sharing playthings. I nodded once more, washed up, and retreated to the bedroom. That night, I stayed awake planning while Amanda rested deeply beside me, her device vibrating occasionally with Derek's late messages. Next day, I researched movers and scan listings. I worked remotely Fridays, allowing discreet calls. I located an immediate studio, deposit and first month only, flexible terms. Compact, equipped, quarter hour from work. I arranged a visit for Tuesday. Meanwhile, Amanda and Derek's preparations escalated. She requested my big luggage. I agreed. She asked for remaining eco-friendly sunscreen from a prior beach outing. I provided the tube. Each concession I granted, each supportive act, she interpreted as acceptance of replacement. She was unaware I was timing events. Update 1. Their departure morning was Saturday. Flight at 2:15 p.m., so they aimed to exit by 11 for traffic and checks. I rose at 6, brewed coffee, awaited Amanda. She emerged around 7:30, buzzing in her new travel ensemble purchased for this. Derek would collect her at 10:45. They opted for his vehicle to save on parking. I acknowledged as she detailed, then mentioned my morning tasks. "Likely out when you go," I noted. "Enjoy the journey." She embraced me, thanked for comprehension, resumed packing. At 8, I departed with 2 large bags of attire and my work bag. I'd gradually relocated essentials to my vehicle all week, avoiding notice. All valuables removed. Images, papers, gaming setup, preferred reads, personal cookware, heirloom blanket. The place appeared occupied since major furnishings were mine, but personal items vanished. I drove to the new spot, unpacked, then from the lot made contacts. First to airline, cited unexpected issues for voiding. Agent offered reschedule or credit. I chose full return, processed quickly. Both passages voided. Email confirmation. Next, property, identical steps. Premium Sea-View booked refundable. Staff regretted loss but handled smoothly. Return in 5-7 days, then vehicle hire. Voided confirmed, then underwater tour. Voided. Then initial night dining reservation. Voided. By 9:45, the entire getaway erased. No longer existed. I returned to the unit at 10:20. Amanda in lounge, luggage ready, monitoring device for Derek's update. She scarcely glanced up. Expected you longer, she said. Wrapped up sooner, I answered. I entered bedroom, collected final intentional leftovers. Toothbrush, charger coat, bagged them. Amanda shouted from lounge. Derek's 5 away. Excitement evident. I stepped to kitchen, retrieved my key from ring, placed it on counter with prepared note. Bill's yours now. Best wishes. Then headed to exit, bag in tow. Amanda finally noticed. What's with the bag? She queried, puzzled. Relocating, I stated evenly. Hold on, what now? Panic tinged her tone. Now I affirmed. But we're heading out for the getaway, she protested, rising. You're heading for a getaway that's gone, I responded. I voided all this morning. Flights, stay, vehicle, everything, full returns to me. Her complexion paled. You're not allowed, she faltered. All my name, I noted, my choice entirely. Derek honked. Amanda glanced doorward, then me immobilized. Enjoy the terminal, I said and exited. Update 2. I waited in new place. Precisely 93 minutes until calls began. Timed because 45-minute drive plus 30 to park and counter. There the revelation hit. I saw Amanda's name flash. Ignored. 6 consecutive. Then Derek S. Recognized pattern from her device sightings. Twice. Then Amanda Moore, 8 additional, all to voicemail. Messages followed. Amanda's initial in caps. What have you done? Respond now. Then passes missing from records. Resolve it. Then can't just void. I'll take legal action. Nearly chuckled. Sue for voiding my paid getaway. Best of luck. Derek messaged calmer yet urgent. Hey buddy, seems a mix-up. Discuss. Then Amanda's distraught. Whatever issue, let's sort. Then revealing self. Immature, mature up. Deleted all unread. Around 4:30, unknown number. Answered curiously. Amanda's mom, what's happening? She demanded. Amanda rang sobbing from terminal, claims you ruined their getaway, her framing to mom. Not my funded one she attempted to take. Theirs I ruined. I voided my booked and funded trip, that's it, I said steadily. Mom huffed, claims you abandoned her stranded, not stranded, I clarified. Has vehicle, home, employment, just no Hawaii on my funds with colleague. Pause, colleague, mom queried, tone lowering. Derek, I confirmed. The one she felt earned my holiday more. Further pause. Must ring her. Click. Blocked mom too. No interest in facilitating her fabrications. By night 37 missed. Over 80 messages from varied contacts. Her circle, Derek again. Even my coworker linked to her checking. Powered off device strolled. New area calm, shaded, serene. Took Thai carryout 8 on floor of bare studio. No furnishings yet. Most peaceful dinner in months. No vibrations, no subtle barbs, no Derek mentions lingering, just me noodles quiet, slept deeper than in ages. Update 3. Morning on new barrage. Amanda evidently tried resecuring herself overnight but lacked my details and card leverage. Property confirmed void and processing return. Airline same. Last-minute pairs to Hawaii over $3,000 beyond her means. Her notes turned rage to plea. Erred badly. Talk. Then I'll repay all, assist resolving. Then Derek offers half if resecure. Nearly responded, noting Derek could fund full if so deserving, but silent. Derek faced fallout. Had boasted office of Hawaii with Amanda as work offsite for strategy benefiting firm. Monday arrival Sands Beach prompted queries. Amanda referenced. Derek livid. Colleagues questioning absence. Blames me. 11:23 Monday, noon, informed him you're doing. Claims I should have verified before confirming, rifts appearing. Wednesday, mutual pal updated. Amanda and Derek argued loudly office lot. He blamed her for wasting time, humiliating him. She blamed him for pushing trip. Ideal duo crumbling live. Thursday a.m., Amanda shifted tactic. Lengthy note on her stress, Derek's influence convincing Trip wise, now sees she cherished me, seeks repair. Classic deflection. Blame shift, victim role, change vows. Read twice for sheer nerve, then blocked. Already blocked Derek, mom, most circle. Kept only Marcus, original closer friend, viewed events with clear revulsion. Friday p.m. text, Amanda seeking loans. Claims short rent expecting your June share. Laughed, paid May full pre-exit, June hers. Marcus added, Derek ignores her, requested team switch. The fling, if labelable, endured 1 week post-terminal. Legal bluffs next. Final from new number pre-block. Lawyer claims you owe half return as planned joint. Forwarded to attorney pal who chuckled, explained no claim since my payment. Offered formal reply if she pursued, doubted it. Correct, no letter, no suit. Mere bluster from one realizing she torched 4 years for colleague who fled at inconvenience. June dominoed. Amanda's online activity shifted sharply. Bold, joyful shares ceased. No location tags, no images. Rare posts, vague sorrow quotes on deceit and faith. Initial supporters quietly unfollowed as truth circulated. Marcus encountered her cafe, appeared drained. Shadows under eyes, thinner, subdued. Inquired me, told her thriving true, she welled up departed sans purchase. Derek fared poorly, office chatter per ex-coworker contact harsh. Assembled romantic funded getaway using another's relationship. HR intervened post-lot clash, both warned on conduct. Derek's switch granted but noted file, reputation dented permanently. Sharp planner now drama source, blurring lines. Amanda similar. Reviews flagged judgment, professionalism issues. Awaited advancement vanished. Financially, Amanda unraveled. Sans my rent utilities share, struggled unit costs. Sought roommate but agreement barred sans owner okay, denied due prior late pays, unknown to me. Broke agreement July, relocated maternal home, penalty and deposit loss. Vehicle, problematic months, failed fully. Repair exceeded value. No new public transport, adding hour each commute way. Social erosion gradual but complete. Amanda's network split work personal, work distanced post gossip. Personal full story heard, mostly my side or neutral. Left isolated, solo lunches, lone evenings, watching assumed life evaporate gradually. All via Marcus, inadvertent informant across contacts. Once asked pity. Honestly none, I said. Relief. Final resolution. 3 months post-terminal, fully established new chapter. Studio cozy. Acquired furnishings deliberately, my taste sans compromise. Joined nearby fitness center, prepared desired meals, revived overlooked friendships Amanda era. Career advanced. Sans relationship strain, sharper focus, stronger input, manager praise on led initiative. Life imperfect but wholly mine. Hawaii return arrived early June. Full $6,000. Considered solo Maui, same property. Felt dragging past into fresh. Instead, alternative uses. $2,000 new needed laptop. $1,000 Portland weekend with Marcus, pals, relaxed, laughs, eats over romance. Rest $3,000 saved, future meaningful purpose pending. August final Amanda contact. Not digital, handwritten 4-page letter to office, address sourced somehow. Full remorse, admissions, regrets. Owned actions, Derek era, recognized demolishing solid for empty. No reconciliation request respected. Merely wished awareness of loss grasped. Read once, emotionless, discarded. Regret doesn't reverse betrayal. Apology doesn't wipe disrespect, deception months. Moved forward. September introduced new person. Not apps or intros, naturally bookstore cafe, both grabbing same architecture volume. Sophie, graphic designer. Genuine laugh. Began coffee, progressed dinners, built deliberately, cautiously. Shared Amanda tale, 4th date, explained wariness, clear but not broken, aware not bitter. Valued candor. Seems you evaded disaster, she said, concurred. Former shared unit vacant 2 months pre-new occupants. Past October, emotionless, mere structure. Prior life, their past version of me. Changed now, resilient, boundary firm. Less tolerant, disguised disrespect as bond. Amanda lesson intolerance. Derek instinct trust. Voided getaway lesson, Optimal retribution, often withdrawal, allowing consequences unfold. Never took Hawaii, perhaps future, with deserving companion, viewing me equal, not utility. Currently satisfied, quiet studio, restored ties, budding Sophie connection, wisdom. When revealed truly, wisest believe, respond promptly. Amanda months attempting reversal, destruction. I say months constructing superior. Ultimately, stolen holiday transformed earned liberty. Some require paradise wholeness. I required separation, perspective, closable, lockable door. Voided passages, no loss. Return on future costing all. Accepted funds, severed ties, forward without regret.